Hello, everyone. So I am back. It is 2020, and this is the long awaited 2020 Purge intro video. Now, you'll notice that I said intro video. That's because this purge is not something that I had planned for us to do in one day, because I know a lot of people find that challenging. Also, if you've never done a real purge before, if you are easily overwhelmed, chances are if you do a 1 day purge first time, right off the bat, right out the gate, whatever phrase fits there, chances are you're not going to have lasting results. And this purge was intended to be one that lasts. So, you shouldn't go into purging thinking that you'll never have to purge again. But it's not something that you should have to do too often. And if you do it right this time, chances are it'll be a very long time, if ever, that you'll have to do it on this scale because we're going to get deep, we're going to get thorough. This is a marathon purge. And so on that note, I'm going to jump right into the intro and give you some background about why I've decided to do this. Um, or, well, really, like why this is going to help you. And also give you the opportunity to give me some input on how you can help me help you. Um, so, yeah, I've got notes, and my notes are about to come into play right now. Um, so for the intro video, I just wanted to keep it light. So grab your wine. I got some grape juice here because the wine store was about to close in 15 minutes. You'll know that I've been kind of putting it out there that I'm going to do this video. I had planned for it to be today. If you kind of follow me closely, you know that I've been overseas for a while. My internal clock was so off. Then I got it back on track. And then New Year's Eve happened, and I knew that staying up late past midnight would get me back off track. But it was New Year's Eve 2019, and I wasn't about to sleep my way into the 20s. That sounds weird. I wasn't about to go to bed early when the clock struck 2020. Of course, we've been anticipating this year for like ever. Okay. um so yeah, anyway, yeah, so I was off. I slept through the day again as if I was overseas in Asia, and I was a little bit disappointed, but then I was like, you know what, just sleep it off. Clearly you need the rest. And you can give everybody the holiday off, which I considered doing anyway. Also, these videos, while they will be kind of on a timed schedule, I'm doing them with it in mind that you can kind of do them on your own pace if life happens. Maybe like, please, I was about to say maybe your house will burn down. I sincerely hope your house does not burn down. Unless you're not that attached to your house and no one gets hurt and the insurance money is good and it's not intentional because that is fraud. But not wishing for your house to burn down, but maybe you'll win the lottery and be busy doing other things and then have to come back to it, when you come to your new mansion or when you're about to move. That's better. So, yeah, like I want you to follow along with me. Please do. Please do. It'll be wonderful. It's gonna be fun. Especially after you see some of the stuff I've got in store for us. But I'm also doing this so that, like maybe you won't have success this first time and you find yourself, or maybe you will, but maybe you like have triplets and your house is overcome with baby stuff and you find yourself needing to do a huge purge when they turn 5 or something, and you'll be able to go back and use this process, which leads me into why this is going to help you. So, I'm going to demonstrate, teach, apply a way of thinking that will help you wherever you want to apply it. It'll help you become a better planner. It'll help you become better at following through on processes. It'll help you if you feel like your mind is disorganized, I'm going to teach you a way to kind of organize your thoughts. And it's a, I mean, I don't want to say step by step, but it is pretty methodical, and it's a way that if you keep practicing this process, your mind will be more streamlined and you'll be able to respond to things in a more logical, reasonable, calm controlled manner. And I think that that will benefit you across the board in life. You won't be so prone to freak out. Like people who know me know that, I'm a high energy person, but I don't really freak out. You know, hardly ever. I'm not gonna say never, but um yeah, like I'm a pretty calm person. So and sometimes like I get frustrated with my reaction to things because I'll like process something and then decide that I'm angry or decide that I needed to do XYZ. But at least you're not doing these crazy things off the bat that like get you put in jail and stuff. Not that I've ever been tempted. Yeah. um, you know what I mean. So, yeah, is that what I wanted to say on this? Yeah, so basically, this is going to help you because it'll prevent you from becoming easily overwhelmed, whether you walk into a crowded room, whether your boss dumps like an extra 50 files on your desk at the end of the day. It'll help you to create margin in your life, in your thoughts, and to be able to tackle tasks better. Also, yeah, I just said that. It can be applied to virtually every area in life. Help you become a better decision maker, help you become a finisher. That sounds like a crime or something, like I'm trying to raise a bunch of hitmen. That's not exactly what's going on here, unless we're talking about clutter. I'm going to turn you into a bunch of clutter hitmen and hit women so that no clutter stands a chance around you. I just made that up and it's really weird. Okay. Um, let's dive into this before, yeah, I go off on an even bigger tangent. So, in this video, I'm just gonna teach you some things. And please, like, grab a pen, grab some paper, which was part of the reason for that long intro I should have said in the beginning. Grab a pen and paper and write this stuff down, even if you need to run the video back and take notes. Cool, so be it. But please write things down. It'll help you tackle this purge. It will, help with again like your ability to finish. I feel like my posture was weird. So anyway, yeah. um I want you to get into the habit of writing things down, and you can do this for all my videos. Because it'll like writing helps. It helps you to kind of process things better, and it'll help with planning. This purge is all about planning. So yeah, so now we're going to dive into the part where you can kind of start taking notes if you want to, which I hope you will. So, the way we're going to execute this purge is we're going into it with a plan, because if you don't go into it with a plan, either A, you won't finish, B, you won't get as thorough results as you could by otherwise going into it with a plan. And C, you probably won't be able to recreate what we do should you need to do it again, because you won't really think of it as a process, but it'll be just like this thing you tried and it worked. So I want you to get serious about this. I want you to write it down. And that kind of gets me into point two, but I'm going to go to point one first, which is name an objective. So don't do not begin this purge until you have named an objective. And no, getting rid of stuff is not an objective, guys. um it's not. It's a general, like, of course you're doing a purge because you want to get rid of stuff or like organize some things or whatever. No, we're purging. You're getting rid of stuff, and that's final. So instead of, I want you to go deeper. I want you to be more specific. I want you to explain why you're getting rid of stuff. This would be a good live video, actually, but I'm doing it pre-recorded. Maybe I'll do a live too. Maybe I'll do a live Q&A or something. Um, anyway, so get rid of stuff. Actually, tell me in the comments if you want to do a live Q&A. I would love that. And you guys can ask me, like, if you have questions about this video. We can do that. That'd be awesome, actually. So just drop a comment if you want to do a live Q&A. Suggest a day, suggest a time, and we'll try to make that happen. So, back to objective one, getting rid of stuff. Get more specific, please and thank you. Why do you want to get rid of things? Are you trying to clear up your guest room? Do you have kids that are like sharing a room, but you've got space and you want to make room for your older kid to be able to move into his or her own room? Are you trying to create like a space where you can entertain people? Is your whole objective to be able to invite people to your house? Because that's real and it's not talked about. There's a lot of clutter shaming and messiness shaming. And while it's not good to have a messy home, like not everybody has an orderly space. And there are a lot of people I meet who are very ashamed of that. And if that is what if that's your purpose in going into your New Year purge, then be upfront about that. I want to be able to invite people over. You can say that. I had a client, she just texted me today actually. Long-term client. When we first met, her goal was so she could host the PTA meeting at her house because she was embarrassed. And I know like this can be kind of cultural, especially those of us who are more melanated cultures. She was a black woman too, and I don't know if that played into, well, it probably, I could see she didn't, whatever. Yeah. Those of you who know what I'm getting at. She did not overtly say that, but she was very embarrassed to have people at her house. She was also the leader of her son's Boy Scout troop. And I mean, she's like real deal, female engineer, one of the first black female cadets at West Point. Yes, West Point. So this lady is like serious business, but she's also kind of shy. She's a techie, works in like an engineering technology kind of based field. Um, and just like kind of, yeah. So she needed help with just like being able to declutter her space, and it was like very cluttered because anxiety, things like that tend to lead to certain tendencies with collecting things in some cases. So like I helped her get to the point where, I mean, like I came back to her house one day. She's hosting the Boy Scouts. She's hosting the PTA. She started a book club. And like as a matter of fact, one of the times she had me come back, it was to create a space in her she's got like a detached garage thing that she wanted to turn into a book club meeting room, and we did that. So she just went out and totally became Miss Social and was having people over and hosting meals. She had a nice dining room. So, we set it up so she could host some meals and things. And it was awesome. And that can be you too. So, I'm gonna see if she'll come on camera and talk a lot about a lot. A lot, because she's been through a lot. Just talk about her transition, and how we work together to, like help with that stuff. Because anyway, her story is amazing. So I'm gonna talk to her tomorrow and work on that. But anyway, so we're talking about getting rid of clutter and finding your reason behind it, which chances are you already know it. You're just not articulating it clearly, or sometimes we're not specific about what we want. So, whatever it is you want, what you want your space to become. If maybe you want a more peaceful home and you feel like clutter is creating chaos or contributing to it, which is a very real thing. Um, Clutter does impact your psychology. It impacts, like it influences, you might be arguing with your kids because your mornings are disorganized and you're always running late. Whatever the case may be. So, perhaps I wrote down some examples. Maybe you're trying to move. I'll tell you my why, and I'll tell you my objective and give you an example as to how specific I want you to get. My goal is to get rid of 75% of the stuff I have in my home right now. Just because like it's kind of most of it is stuff I've had for a while and I'm just ready to let go of it. B, I also want to move soon, so that'll be a huge step in that direction. And I just want things to be light and easy to just like pick up and go. Um, and so that's like my driving, um, what's the word? Not force, but let's use it. The driving force behind me making 2020 a huge purge. So I recommend you purge yearly, quarterly. Actually, I think you should reorganize like your closets and things quarterly, but just do something light. Um Or ideally, you should be in a place where all you need to do is like a little touch up purge or a touch up reorganization. But this year is a major purge because I'm like, I got some things I want to do. So, maybe you want to move. Maybe you have a move coming up next month. Maybe, like me, you don't have a moving date. You haven't picked a place to live, but, you haven't even started looking at places, but you know that you want to move, and that will get the wheels turning in that direction. You'll find that other things in your life start falling into place, to begin that process, and your move will be much easier. So, perhaps you want to sell your home. Perhaps you want to, set up a home office. Maybe you want to make room for your hobbies. Maybe you want to make a crafting room. Maybe you want, maybe you've taken up, a sport that has a lot of equipment involved, golf or something, and you want like a neat place to organize your golf equipment. Whatever the case may be, think about who you are as a person. Yes, it is that deep. Think about what you want out of a life. Yes, it is that deep. Think about the quality of life you want. And I want you, because you have pen and paper right now, don't lie to me. You said you were going to go and get it. Okay, maybe you didn't say it, but I was hoping you'd go and get some. So, like, write down what your objective is and make it as specific as possible. Again, I'll repeat mine. I'm getting rid of 75% of my stuff. And I'm also going to put a date on that. I'm going to do it by January 21st. And I'm going to tell you more about why it's January 21st for me. And just FYI, my series of videos on this purge will follow a 3-week timeline. So, I actually called ahead and scheduled for, Salvation Army to pick up that 75% of stuff that I'm going to be donating. So, but I'll get more into like how that works in the next video, which is create a plan. But, that way I made like a firm deadline. My stuff has to be sitting outside on the curb, the lawn, the whatever, so that they can pick it up on January 21st. So that's why I'm doing this. That's how specific I got. I want you to do the same. But don't fret. Just like tell me specifically what you want. Tell yourself specifically what you want. Recite it. Make it real. Speak it into being. And put it out there in the air, in the universe, whatever. Do what you got to do, and write it down first, though, because it's not a plan until you write it down. Maybe you've heard me say that. And then, yeah, we'll talk about how to do it, how to make it happen in the next video. So, this brings me to my next point, which is actually my final point in this video, which is, you're gonna have to create a plan. And that's why I'm telling you to write stuff down. Let me take a sip of my grape juice. And sip your wine if you need to, because I know, some of you get overwhelmed. So, like, sip your wine, and then I'm going to tell you what you're going to have to do. And you're just going to have to accept that you're going to have to do it, guys. Okay. You're going to have to make a plan. Don't panic. I'm going to help you make that plan. But it's going to have to happen. And we're going to do it in the next video. I may give you, like, some time in between videos to work on that. Actually, you know what? I probably will. And I'll give you some more like little in between resources, tools. You know what? I am going to give you some tools, by the way. There are going to be some tools to come along with these videos to help you. But, yeah, maybe I'll do like a live or something for that too. Or maybe we can do a live where we make our plan together. Yay. So, point 2 is create a plan. And with the plan, I need you to, number 1, accept that you're going to have to make a plan. There's no way around this. Trust me, if you want this to work, you're going to have to do as I say, right? Right? You guys trust me, right? Okay. So make your plan. And in that plan, I want you to specify, again, put your objective at the top of that plan. That is what you want to achieve through this purge. And then under that, we can get into when. That's when you put your end date for the purge. For me, it's January 21st. You can use my end date. In fact, I'm doing this series so that you can use my end date as well. If you got another one, whatever, like, do what you got to do. All I ask is that you write it down. And then under when, also I want you to talk about what days you plan to purge on. Yes, I want you to specify days of the week. I want you to write them down on a calendar. Um, I want you to, next subpoint, identify how long you will spend purging on those days. So if you're going to spend an hour a day, um, so if you're going to spend I got a message. If you're going to spend an hour a day, purging, if you're going to spend an hour a day purging, um, then on Tuesday, yeah, so I want you to do it like that. So if you're like, okay, I can handle an hour a day, think about what you can handle. And maybe this is I'll do another short video on that because that's the thing. Think about your energy, physical energy, your mental energy, your capacity to handle clutter. And I want you to identify a period of time that you think you can dedicate to working on this purge and a frequency that you can commit to once a week, twice a week. If you want to go through it every day, maybe you got a lot of stuff to purge. Maybe you want to do, and or maybe if you don't have high energy, it could be like 5 days a week, 15 minutes a day, you purge something. We can talk more about that too, but I want you to just preliminarily, I like that. Preliminarily think about what you're capable of and identify that. So tell me, what, what days of the week you want to purge on, how long each day you want to spend working on purging, and I can't read my notes. Just this part though, oh my gosh, this has never happened before. I can't read my handwriting. It's a slash, so it's covered under how long. Oh, I guess quantity, I guess, like, but no, ignore that. Just focus on what days, how long you want to spend each day purging on that. And if that note that I cannot read is important, I will come back to it in another video. I don't think it is. I think I was just like, actually, yeah, whatever. I'll come back to it if it's important. My sinuses are drying, so please pardon me. Okay, so that's the when. Next, you're going to think about the how. And by this, I mean, think about the tools you'll need. Think about what will help you. So, tools, I know for my purge, I'll need some large trash bags, because I'm putting together donations and I'm going to sit them outside. Large trash bags. I know for you, you may need some organizing. I have a lot of bins. That's why I'm like turning this on you, but you may need organizing bins, things like that. And I'm gonna put together an ideas list for Amazon so you can get those shipped to your home just like that. Um, and obviously my recommendations, what I use with clients, what I think are good for what bins and things I think are good for certain things, tools, if you want me to go into hangers and scarf organizers and things like that, drawer organizers, we can do that too. Just let me know in the comments. But I can put together a recommended tools list for you, which I think I'm probably going to do anyway. But think about what tools you'll need, write that on your plan. In addition to that part of the how, I want you to think about what will keep you going and what will keep you motivated. Do you need snacks when you organize? Do you need music? Put together a playlist, write down the songs, the type, the genres you want to listen to. Because we're like doing this. This is going to be the real deal. So during that hour a day, that 2 hours a day, 2 days a week, or whatever you're trying to do, I want you to have your playlist going. I want you to have, if you're infusing essential oils or like burning incense or whatever you need to do, set the tone, create the ambiance so you'll want to be in that space and you'll be able to focus. And to that end, let me know, because I know for my clients, what helps them is having me there talking to them. So, like, let me know if you want to go live. We can all go live together, or I can go live. And, if you want to do like an hour long live just to help you get through your purge, maybe we'll do like a live on whatever, like Sundays at 3:30 or something, or Saturdays or Thursday evening, whatever. Like, pitch out some dates and times and days, and I will make myself available if we can get enough people who are into that sort of thing. Because it does help, to feel like you have someone there with you. If you want me to put together like a video playlist so you could just like play some videos and listen to them while you're purging, let me know. Let me know some topics. Let me know what you want to know about. I can do that for you guys as well. Um, we could even do like some live streams where, because now there are all sorts of technologies where people can join the live. So maybe we'll feature like some of you guys if you want to go live from your location. You can join the live or whatever. And, on Instagram or, if you YouTube, you can do StreamYard, like whatever. There are a bunch of different ways to do it. We could do like a webinar type thing. Um, just let me know and I will put that together for us as we go along. But for now, the two things I want you to take away from this video are to really get to the bottom of your objective and to create a plan and to write that plan down. And on that note, I think that's it. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll come back to you maybe tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. I will do the create a plan video. I was just gonna do it back to back with this one, which maybe I'll just record it back to back, but um debut it tomorrow. But and then give you a few days to work on your plan. But yeah, so that's that. Please, please, please drop your questions in the comments. Let me know if you find this helpful. Let me know if you're excited to purge 2020 right along with me. And so that's it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care, be well, happy first day of the new year, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye now.